Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today, I'll be going over the Bloodfiend prog. Now, how do you get Bloodfiend? It's in one of my other videos. You get it from Murder on the Warp Express. There are 3 Bloodfiend bloods you can get. A low Bloodfiend blood, a Kindred blood. Now, let me explain these two first before going into the last one. You get both of these 2 bloods from Murder on the Warp Express. And what are the differences? A low quality Bloodfiend blood can only give you generation 3 to 6. A pure Kindred blood can only give you generation 2. You want the highest generation you can get. Generation 1 is a spec. You cannot get a generation 1. However, generation 2 is the second best thing you can get. Now, what are the differences? It's mostly in HPs and stat points. It's mostly in HP and stat points. Now, the regen is also affected by Bloodfiend blood by the generation. On to the next one. Now, the last one is unique. When you're a Bloodfiend, you can have a Bloodfiend Kindred. You can have several of them. What is a Bloodfiend Kindred? It's basically someone you turn into a Bloodfiend. They will always have one grade below you. So, if you're generation 2, you can only make generation 3. If you're generation 3, you can only make 4. Little advice. Bloodfiend replaces your grade. It doesn't matter if you're grade 1 or grade 9 when you use it. You'll always get the same amount of stats, the same amount of HP, the same amount of everything depending on your generation. So what I suggest you do, instead of wasting your grade 1 builds that you spend a whole bunch of time on grinding, make another slot, go grade 9, consume that blood. Alright? It skips the entire progression of the grades, and it just puts you on max power instantly. And the only thing you have to progress are pages and weapons, which I'll show you in a second. Now, you might ask, how do I turn my friend into a Bloodfiend? Alright, so what you do is, when you become a Bloodfiend, a grade 2 or a grade 3 or a grade 4, doesn't matter. When you become a Bloodfiend, you can speak with this person here behind me, and she will go, she will have an option that's not one of these 3. She'll say, hey, extract my blood. You can do this once for free. However, how do I turn my other friends into Bloodfiend? Or, hey, the option doesn't show up for me. What you need to do then is you need to grip a grade 1 in permadeath. This can be your friend, this can be anyone. Just grip a grade 1, and you can extract your own blood. Now, there'll always be one generation below you. How do I get to this cave? And how do I get weapons like these claws and these heart blood scissors, or the parasol? I don't think I have the parasol on me, or the heart blood scissor, or where is it? The heart blood lance. I have that one as well. How do I get all these weapons? Pretty simple. Heart blood fragment. You get it from this thing. These heart blood fragments. Let me use one. So, you might ask, how do I get these? Look, they give you the weapons. Oh, let me poop. Need that one for a friend. Alright, you get weapons, you get pages, you get accessories from them. For example, grovel before me, pathetic one, wound, hard blood impact. Those 3 are Bloodfiend moves. I can show you real quick. See? All like blood and shit. They're Bloodfiend moves. Now, I should strongly suggest you use a Bloodfiend weapon and a Bloodfiend pages once you're a Bloodfiend. Because they just synergize really well with the passives and the regeneration. It's kind of, I've tried it before. Now, how do I get to this cave? Pretty easy. So, I assume you all know where the big tower is. If you don't, go walk around a bit. So, when you walk around a bit, You find this very open base plate next to the syndicate building, next to the ocean, and next to the tower. Alright? You go to the forest. Now, if you just follow my steps back, I'll show you guys again. If you just follow my steps here, you go left here, and then once you get here, you'll see a little trail. Just jump up. Also, don't be afraid. You can stand on the water. It's shallow. Now you see this wall here? You can break it. Pretty easy. It's not that resistant. Then you have 3 NPCs here. You have the one in front of here, which I actually don't know what he does. Might be for Shinamong. I don't know. I don't really care for Shinamong. Then, oh, don't fall. Then, oh, they removed the NPC up here. Then, you have one more NPC. They removed the 3rd NPC up there. You have one more NPC that's all the way here, which is how you get the hard blood fragment. Now you might ask, hey, how do I get the hard blood fragments? It's like a boss fight. She's pretty easy, in my opinion. There is no way to cheese her. Respectfully, for what I know, there is no way to cheese her. So you go, I'm here for heart blood fragment. She goes, blood fragment, you say, step into the foul arena. I hate even looking at it. We will fight an honorable duel. If you win, you can get your blood fragments. Now, this fight is difficult if you don't know how to parry. If you know how to parry, she's quite easy. You just spawn here. It spawns like a little circle. Your friends can't damage her, so don't even try. She tends to M1 really slow, so what I just do is I dash back. I don't even tend to parry too much in this fight. Oh, oop. Got that out. I'm getting my ass handed. Alright, let me get back into the flow. I got my ass handed at the start. I gotta be honest. Why do I keep using my parry like this? There we go. Okay, my crit just doesn't work. Alright, there we go. I suggest you run once you get the move, run hard blood impact, as it's a really good healing move. It allows you to heal. Also, yes, you can very much pop your unseal in here. Which, unseal is just J. It'll somewhat help you. Also, she also has an unseal that she will pop. Once you get her to like 50%, she'll use an unsealed weapon. Which, be wary of that. She will change your M1 speed, and she will change your crit. Alright. There we go. And that's her done. She gives hard blood fragments. I got pretty unlucky here. I only got one. But yeah. You use it, you get your moves, and you can fight her again over and over and over. And that is everything to it. That is everything to the progression of a Bloodfiend. Bloodfiend doesn't really have progression. You can pop it, and bam, you have it. Now you can spin your ego or your unseal with a golden bow or uncharged golden bow or a mirror shard. And that's kind of all that's to the Bloodfiend progression. You just kill the boss, you get your moves, and you go PvP. That's it. That's honestly it. You can't get stronger. The only thing you can get is the 5 extra stat points from 100 kills. That's the only thing you can get. So yeah. I hope you found this video useful. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, then don't. We're almost at 300 subscribers. I hope we can get to 300 subscribers soon. And let's get popping. All right. See you on the next one.